Thank you very much. And when I was watching the State of the Union, I liked what President Biden said, and I agree with him. If I was smart, I would just leave right now. However, in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow citizens of Brandon, it's my pleasure to present to you the state of the city. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Brandon Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event. It's an honor to stand before you today, sharing insight, progress, and a vision for a sustainable future in our beloved city. I also want to thank the Keystone Center for this meal, and I actually have to meet with them after this. That's just a little note. And to my family, who are always there for me, Max, William, my two boys, just about done exams here right now. The Jode with a rare visit out with us. Jode's been my favorite person since we were teenagers, so I'm always happy when she's around. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge and dedicate the members of City Council. So to my esteemed colleagues, please stand if you are present. Finish your bite, but there is, oh wow, the light is right on you, Heather. Okay, and I do appreciate you all very, very, very much. And it's your commitment and hard work that are shaping the course of our city, and I commend you for the tough decisions we've made. Together, we're a force for positive change. I also express my appreciation to our partners at various levels of government. Collaboration between local, provincial, our federal entities, and our Indigenous partners, and that is essential. By working hand in hand, we can achieve remarkable outcomes for Brandon and its residents. But most of all, it's the people of this great city who deserve our deepest thanks. Your contributions, large and small, have woven the vibrant fabric of Brandon. As we forge ahead, let us continue to enhance our community, making it an even better place to call home. Our city thrives on the spirit of neighbor helping neighbor, families uniting, friends celebrating together. We have much to be thankful for, and our collective vision propels us toward a future where Brandon shines brighter than ever. Our city turns 142 this year. Our predecessors saw the value of investing in our city, and we're living out their dream today. And this is our moment. This is our time to step up to the plate and look ahead into the next 142 years, to dream and work together to build a city that will be around for generations to come. We will create a sustainable city, transforming our city's perspective from one of a fixed mindset, which sees change as an impossibility, to a growth mindset, where every experience is a chance to learn and grow. Progress in any form is a gradual process that unfolds over time. And as we progress forward, our aim is to develop a city that will be cherished for generations to come. Hi, Tim. Today, I want to start by first addressing a common menace that plagues our roads. You may have encountered them, potholes. It's no secret that potholes wreak havoc. Earlier this spring, when our roads were almost impassable, our team did get to work immediately. The city's roads hold significant importance, and be assured they are a priority for both the City Council and our administration. The city is doing underground work on 18th Street this spring, and after talks with the provincial government, plans to resurface 18th Street soon after the underground work is completed is in discussion, so we'll have that. The joint effort of the city and the province will accelerate the road repair process. Another pressing issue is the poor condition of 26th Street. However, we see this not as a problem, but as an opportunity. With the plan to reconstruct 26th Street between Victoria Avenue and Park Avenue, we have a chance to reassess and improve the services we provide to our residents. We have held several public engagement sessions recently to understand the desire of our residents. Our team continues to assess options through various lenses, including cost, safety, levels of service, and public desire. And we're seeking solutions that balance the needs of all: pedestrians, cyclists, drivers. Perhaps perfection isn't attainable, but progress is. And our city can be both vibrant and sustainable with multiple ways to get around. And we are grateful for the $1.25 million grant from the Government of Manitoba, which will significantly aid in this endeavor. You're getting all the credit for that, Adrian. This season has presented its challenges for our community, particularly the increased property tax rates. That have been a concern for many, and I understand the apprehension. And I share in the sentiment that Brandon has about tax increases. And while no one enjoys paying more, it is essential to recognize that property taxes fund critical services, infrastructure, and social programs that benefit all of us. And recognizing that, without embracing difficult and sometimes uncomfortable decisions, progress stalls. Growth and change are inherently uncomfortable. Yet it's in these moments that transformation occurs. While the tax hikes cause initial discomfort, responsible fiscal management ensures a sustainable and thriving community for all. And it's my job as mayor and with the council to communicate with residents of Brandon where their hard-earned money is going and how it will benefit the community. Our city has embarked on a new 4-year budgetary cycle, providing us with the foresight to plan and execute a vision of sustainability and expansion. Each year we see growth, and it's through the robust leadership at our council table that we can make the hard choices with a long-term perspective, aiming for enduring sustainability. The introduction of this 4-year budget is a strategic tool that not only aids in our planning, but also serves as to engage the province and provincial and federal governments. It allows them to integrate our infrastructure plan into their budgets, which in turn reduces the financial burden on our citizens. A clear vision is essential for securing external funding, and this clarity propels us towards a more rapid and sustainable progression. Despite the challenges of the past year, we have achieved significant milestones. The City of Brandon has provided safe and clean water to the residents of Brandon since 1893. Over the years, our city has grown, and so has our responsibility to safeguard this precious resource. Brandon's water treatment facility has seen numerous stages of construction and enhancements over the years. The initial plant was established between 1905 and 1946. As the city expanded over time, the demand for our water treatment facility also increased. The second plant was built in 1958, followed by the third plant in 1975. At present, the water treatment facility upgrade project is in progress. The first phase was operational in the fall of 2022, and the next phase will be tendered later this year, aiming to complete this expansion by 2029. The recent upgrades would not have been possible without funding partners, including the Clean Water and Wastewater Fund, as well as the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program. And this is us doing our part now, like the generations did before. I would also be amiss to not mention that the City of Brandon will realize substantial savings due to a significant investment from Canada Infrastructure Bank of nearly $43 million. The city forecasts an annual saving of $1 million. Key developments that we'll see through this funding include the water treatment facility upgrade and the expansion project, the Southwest Brandon Wastewater Servicing Project, and an infrastructure investment that will enable Brandon to accommodate up to 2,300 new housing units. Our predecessors made wise choices, and their foresight benefits us today. Now it's our turn. As custodians of this legacy, we must make informed decisions for the generations that follow. Let's preserve the purity of our water, invest in sustainable practices, and ensure that Brandon keeps safe drinking water a priority. Now on to other topics. Airports. They're vital in any major city across Canada. And cities with good connectivity become centers for tourism and business. So it's crucial that we uphold the standards of our very own Brandon Municipal Airport. We've recently secured over $10 million from the federal government's Airport Capital Assistance Program. With this money, the airport will see substantial upgrades. In the fall, when disaster struck at our Civic Service building, our team didn't hesitate. They pivoted quickly, and they were able to set up a temporary space for our critical operations team to continue to deliver services to our residents without delay. Brandon Transit hit an impressive milestone in 2023, logging over 1 million rides and nearing the pre-pandemic ridership figures. This increase is not just a statistic. It represents a rise in sales revenue. Our buses do more than transport. They're vital links that enhance the fabric of our community. In a move to support public transportation, Brandon City Council has expedited the purchase of a new bus. This new bus will make 4 new buses slated for purchase this year. Moreover, we anticipate the arrival of 4 new Brandon Access Transit buses, which will replace the older models in our fleet. Additionally, over half of our bus shelters have been upgraded with hammer glass, a material known for its resistance to vandalism. This strategic upgrade is not only about improving aesthetics, but also about financial wisdom, as it reduces the costs associated with glass replacement. We're deeply invested in refining our transit routes to meet the evolving demand of our community. As we step into spring, we will be embarking on an engaging journey. Our current transit model has outgrown its usefulness. In the coming weeks, we will be holding public consultations and asking the citizens of Brandon to offer their valuable perspectives and help us create the transit system of tomorrow. And I want to address an especially important topic to all of us, and that's housing. People have a right to be housed, first and foremost. This may sound simple, but not as one dives into the realm of mental health, addictions, trauma, poverty, and immigration, and the matter quickly becomes complex. To help mitigate our housing shortage in Brandon, there are a few key projects that are going on in our city. The first is the 16th Street North Transitional Housing and Sobering Center. This is a transformative initiative that will include 24 new transitional units. The John Howard Society is at the helm, constructing and operating these units. Their expertise ensures that our community benefits fully. CMHC Rapid Housing Initiative fuels this project, emphasizing urgency and impact. This, along with our provincial partners, recognize the significance of transitional housing. Their commitment ensures that these units become a place of healing. In addition, the Fleming site will be transformed to include 48 affordable rental units with various partners involved to ensure affordability for generations. And housing for $1. Yes, we're doing that. This is a deliberate choice. City's Council's vision is clear in that we want to see zero homelessness in our city. This property is a stepping stone towards that reality. By offering this property for $1, we invite collaboration from developers to community advocates. Together, we'll build more than structures, we'll build homes. And finally, we've received preliminary approval from the Federal Housing Accelerator Fund. So ongoing initiatives to incentivize and support the development of housing in the community include downtown market housing, along with affordable housing initiatives and zoning amendments. We're hopeful to see this funding increase in Brandon over the coming years. Downtown is often on everyone's mind, and we're making some real strides. We've updated city bylaws, introducing measures to rejuvenate our downtown. Our downtown operations team has been diligently meeting, resulting in a significant increase in participation in our graffiti removal program. I saw the Brandon Farm Fresh people in here too, and we're all pulling. I can't wait. Right on, Connor. We have some great work being done in our Park and Recreation department. The commitment to enhancing the quality of life for all residents remains unwavering. We've expanded our program and events, offering over 60 diverse programs. Our recreation programs have garnered immense popularity, and we're thrilled to announce that we're expanding our offerings, both free and paid, each year. Our goal is to serve every member of our community, regardless of age or background. We recognize that community strength lies in collaboration, and that's why we're strengthening partnerships with organizations like Westman Immigrant Services to elevate recreation services to the community. Where's Enver? Enver's got to be here somewhere. He always is. Good guy. Also, situated on the intersection of First and Veterans Way, the Maple Leaf Foods Sports Complex is set to feature a FIFA field along with several other soccer fields, a cricket pitch, a clubhouse, and many kilometers of pathways. As stewards of property tax funds, the city is committed to delivering high-quality events, programs, and facilities, while also exploring alternative funding sources like the sale of naming rights. And I want to congratulate our city staff who's been championing this. Over the past year, the City of Brandon is thrilled to have formed successful partnerships with Maple Leaf Foods, Heritage Co-op, Assiniboine Community College, McCain Foods. In addition, without financial contribution from the federal and provincial governments, this project would not be possible. Everyone is stretched thin. So last year, we were thrilled to share that we secured additional funding for a 3rd primary ambulance and 15 primary care paramedics. These resources will significantly enhance the services provided by Brandon Fire and Emergency Services and the Brandon Police Service CELS program, all thanks to the support from Manitoba Shared Health. Adding this 3rd ambulance and additional primary care paramedics will empower us to respond to more calls within the city. There will be less reliance on rural ambulances, which will no longer need to be diverted from their regions to assist us in Brandon. This funding does not only support the detention unit in Brandon Police Services, but also frees resources at the hospital. Having paramedics in the detention unit will relieve police officers from the time-consuming task of medically clearing patients. I want to also thank our chiefs for working so hard with us on that project. It was really important to collaborate together with them on that. On a similar note, we have Brandon Community Cadets that we launched in the July of last year. They quickly became a valuable team in our community. Since its inception, they have received widespread praise from various sectors of our community, including the police force, downtown businesses, and the residents who view downtown as their home or refuge. The cadet team currently comprises of 2 full-time and 2 part-time members, and is excited to announce the expansion of the Brandon Community Cadet Program to 10 members this spring. Cadets help in critical situations, including at hospitals, crime scenes, traffic accidents, and more. From July to October, they were called upon for assistance over 50 times, not to mention their invaluable contribution during weekend bail hearings. The future of Brandon is bright. Imagine a city where everyone has access to knowledge, skills, personal growth. When people see their taxes at work, paving roads, funding infrastructure, and supporting economic development, they regain faith in the system. That's why it's important we speak about the future of Brandon and the great places we're going. Creating meaningful collaboration between communities and downtown is essential for a vibrant, inclusive urban space. We've recently expanded our partnership with Brandon Neighborhood Renewal Corporation for the Fresh Start program. This initiative provides valuable employment opportunities for those facing employment barriers, contributing to a cleaner, safer, and more dynamic city. Such collaborative efforts create a more inviting atmosphere for consumers, business owners, service providers, and the broader community. There are many opportunities for private businesses to thrive downtown, such as Commercial Space Improvement Program, which enhances commercial spaces downtown. It aims to support businesses by providing financial assistance for improvement to their physical spaces, including renovations, signage, and other aesthetic improvements. The city also offers incentive for business. The tax increment financing bylaw allows eligible businesses to receive financial benefits resulting from improvements or new developments. Also in the works is the Downtown Market Housing Program that offers incentives for development charge offsetting. The goal of these incentives is to stimulate economic growth, attract investment, and revitalize downtown. This is a challenge to our private sector to build and expand on existing infrastructure. Not only in our downtown, but also in the city as a whole, Indigenous collaboration isn't just important, it's essential for a harmonious and sustainable future. Our journey toward inclusivity and mutual prosperity has been marked by significant strides in collaboration with Indigenous communities. 2 remarkable partnerships stand out. Waskepik, he'll get on me about that. First Nation has taken a visionary step by investing in the former Greyhound bus depot. By restoring the bus station, this ensures that northern communities have easier transportation access to and from our urban center. Medical appointments, essential service, and connections to Brandon become more accessible for all. And Gambler First Nation, it broke ground on Brandon's first urban reserve. Their 3.5 hectare property on the North Hill is a beacon of progress, and they have more to come. These partnerships exemplify our commitment to a shared future, one where prosperity knows no boundaries. Together we bridge We build bridges, celebrate diversity, and honor the wisdom of those who came before us. I mentioned this a little bit last year, and now we're engaged in it. We have partnered with the province to develop a community safety and well-being plan. Planning has emerged as a way for key local partners to come together to look at the root cause of issues and devise upstream solutions to enhance the safety and well-being of all residents. Over the coming year, Brandon will develop a strategy to identify priorities for our community. This plan will be created by many community stakeholders and be actioned by the community. The next stage includes community engagement. The data will be analyzed to understand the gaps and actionable items. This is an exciting and long overdue project for Brandon. We want to recognize the incredibly hard work being done on the front line in our community. I also want to congratulate the Brandon Chamber of Commerce. They're showing great leadership. They're drawing major stakeholders, the Government of Canada, Province of Manitoba, City of Brandon, various First Nations, the Red River Métis through the Manitoba Métis Federation, business leaders and post-secondary institutions and others, together to a common table, the Grow Brandon Partnership. Its goal, defining a common vision for the economic future of our city and region and facilitating collaboration among key stakeholders to achieve that vision. Last year, as she was leaving her post as Chamber President, Tanya LeBuick previewed this for the Chamber members. It's in its early days for the partnership. It's not my story alone to tell, but I believe Grow Brandon will be a beacon for progress in our community. I also believe that it's already showing strong alignment on the key goal, growth. This isn't merely economic development. It's a grand symphony of collaboration. It's about rolling up sleeves, bridging gaps, and transforming aspirations into tangible progress. And as mayor, I applaud this collective approach. The city believes we are an important partner in economic development, but realize we need everyone rowing in the same direction. I'm incredibly thankful that the Chamber has grabbed the bull by the horns. One of my favorite things in this community is ACC, BU. They both stand as pillars of knowledge, shaping not only young minds, but also very fabric of our collective growth and prosperity. Their impact extends far beyond classrooms, reaching into the heart of our community. Their graduates become leaders, entrepreneurs, and compassionate citizens. ACC is making great strides with the Prairie Innovation Center and the Peters School of Business, while BU works on upgrades to the Brody Science Building and a medical campus. With the finance minister in the room, I'm going to expand on this. On the note of Brandon University, Brandon needs more doctors. Indeed, all of Manitoba, particularly rural Manitoba, needs more doctors. Part of the solution is training more doctors in Brandon. We have many people in Brandon who would welcome the opportunity to become family physicians. We need to give them an opportunity to learn and serve here. A medical campus at Brandon University just makes sense. And we are pleased to see positive signals from the province of Manitoba and the U of M. In envisioning a medical campus within our city, we unlock endless possibilities. We need graduates to train here, stay here, and build a more sustainable future for our healthcare system. More graduates who understand and love Brandon. Our current institutions, the heartbeat of our educational landscape, already harbor immense potential as a Westman hub. By expanding their role to include medical education, we amplify their impact. At Brandon University, they have already signaled the need to update their facilities for science education. Doing this is just part of the larger plan for a medical campus at BU. It just makes sense. For Brandon, this is the kind of common sense initiative that we can undertake, and we can make it tangibly improve our healthcare for our city and indeed all Manitobans. In closing, not quite yet, but the theme of this State of the City is sustainability and collaboration. This season in municipal governance is a difficult one. Aging infrastructure stands at the gates to sustainability, and we can no longer look the other way. In our quest to create a vibrant and resilient Brandon, two critical pillars stand tall: affordable, accessible housing and robust business support. Affordable housing ensures that families and individuals have a stable place to call home. It's the bedrock of community well-being. Businesses drive our economy. Supporting new and existing ventures fuels growth, creates jobs, generates prosperity. In summary, affordable housing and thriving businesses are intertwined threads in the fabric of our city. By nurturing existing collaboration, we weave a stronger, more resilient Brandon, one where everyone has a place to call home and business flourishes. When I look around at our community, those from all different cultures, races, and ethnicities, everyone retains and passes down their unique ways of life, contributing to the rich fabric of our interconnected society. We all share our love for Brandon, and I'm proud to think of those who live, work, and play here in Brandon. This year, I have seen the benefit of collaboration. Collaboration with our city staff, many who are here. Other local leaders, the province, other municipalities, such as those just in Saskatchewan, and even governments in Taiwan. Collaboration exposes teams to fresh perspectives and innovative concepts. When individuals collaborate, they share thoughts, leading to creative solutions that might not have emerged otherwise. This allows Brandon to achieve more than we ever could alone. In reflecting on the state of our city, we find ourselves at a crossroads, a juncture where growth and challenges intersect. In the coming years, we will have witnessed remarkable progress, new infrastructure, growing businesses, and a vibrant cultural scene. Our community has rallied together, demonstrating resilience in the face of adversity. I want to leave you all with this quote from Adam Grant. "It's more important to be good ancestors than dutiful descendants." Too many people spend their lives being custodians of the past instead of stewards to the future. We worry about making our parents proud when we should be focused on making our children proud. The responsibility of each generation is not to please our predecessors. It is to improve conditions for our successors. Thank you very much.